Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today the Arizona Diamondbacks have beat the Los Angeles Dodgers and swept the Dodgers 4-2 and winning the series 3-0. The Dodgers are eliminated after a 100-win season, and the Diamondbacks, who barely sneaked into the playoffs as the 6th seed and only won 84 games this season, are moving on to the NLCS for the first time since 2007. This is only the third time in franchise history that the Diamondbacks are heading off to the NLCS. Although the Diamondbacks have only been a franchise since 1998, this is only their 26th season. This is still only their third appearance. The last time the Diamondbacks were in the NLCS in 2007, I was only 6 years old. So it kind of shows you that I'm almost 17. And the last time the Diamondbacks were in the playoffs, I was just a baby. So this Diamondbacks team, I got to say, they surprised me. They're gutsy. They're young. They have some power hitters. I mean, obviously, their best player, Corbin Carroll, who was actually, ironically, was 0 for 3 tonight. But after a 0 for 3 day, still hit 412 in this series. They got Ketel Marte. Tommy Pham has been a decent hitter. He was also 0 for 4 today, so I don't know what's up with some of their good hitters. But Tommy Pham still he batted 318 in this series, even though he went 0 for 4 today. First baseman Christian Walker, he's very good. Gabriel Morano, the catcher that they acquired from Toronto in the I can't remember who they traded for. Tristan Varsho or something. Varsho, they traded Varsho for Morano. He's had a great rookie season. He hit a home run tonight even, and he's hit a couple home runs in this series. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. has been great for this team. He was an all-star this year. He was 1 for 4 today. It was good in this series. So they have some very good young hitters, a couple all-stars in Corbin Carroll and Lourdes Gurriel Jr. I think a couple future all-stars and potentially Christian Walker and Gabriel Morano. And this is a very solid team that the Diamondbacks have right here. They have a decent bullpen. They have a decent starting pitching crew. And I don't think it will happen, but it wouldn't surprise me if the Diamondbacks found their way to the World Series. All right, let's go over this game. The Diamondbacks win it 4-2. 7 hits for the Dodgers, 8 for the Diamondbacks, 1 error in the ballgame. It goes to the Dodgers. Win goes to Manin Tepeli. He's 2-0 in the postseason. He pitched. I don't think he was the starter. No, he was the reliever for the starting pitcher. He pitched the last 2 outs of the 5th inning, and he pitched the last 2 outs of the 5th inning and pitched. He pitched the last 2 outs of the 5th inning and the first 2 outs of the 6th inning, I believe. Yeah. And he was a winning pitcher. Gave it 0 hits, 0 runs, 1 strikeout, 0 walks. Loss goes to Lance Lynn. And it has to be frustrating for the Dodgers. Trading for him to help for starting pitching help, and he was disappointing. Didn't even get through 3 innings. He was their starting guy. And gave up 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 0 walks. Save goes to Paul Sewald. How about this? The Diamondbacks have only played 5 games in the postseason, and this is Sewald's 4th save of the postseason. He pitched the 9th inning, giving up 1 hit, 0 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 0 walks. All right, scoring summary. Perdomo with a home run to right center, 383 feet for the Diamondbacks. They're up 1-0 in the 3rd inning. You have a bunch of home runs in the 3rd inning. I don't think it was back-to-back shots, which would have been unbelievable. But it starts off with Perdomo, the shortstop, with a home run in the 3rd inning, and it's 1-0. Then Corbin Carroll in the 3rd inning would end up grounding out. And then here comes Ketel Marte, and he hits a home run, and it's a home run to right, 428 feet. Then Tommy Pham comes up, he grounds out to second. So basically just the same thing. I mean, it's actually kind of funny. Perdomo, home run. Corbin Carroll, RBI Corbin Carroll, ground out to second. Marte, home run. Tommy Pham, ground out to second. Then Christian Walker comes up, and he hits a home run to left, 395 feet. Now, here are two back-to-back home runs. Gabriel Morano, home run to left center, 420 feet. And so there you go. There you have it. You have, 4 home runs and 6 at-bats. So then the 7th inning, the Dodgers try to make a little bit of a rally. They score 2 runs. Chris Taylor, RBI single to left. Muncy scored. Smith the second. It's 4-1. Then Kiki Hernandez, RBI single to left. Smith scored. Taylor to second. It's 2-4. And ultimately, the Dodgers aren't able to come back. And another disappointing playoff series lost by the Los Angeles Dodgers. Tell Mart, we're going to go over a couple of the top hitters. I mean, I was going over top players on this team. I even forgot about Alek Thomas, another really young, good hitter on this team. But we're going to go over some of the top hitters from today. Obviously, we went over all the home run guys, but we're going to go over some of the guys who had we're going to go over the two guys that had multiple hits for this Diamondbacks team. Ketel Marte, he had a 3rd inning home run to right, 428 feet, 7th inning single to center. And you got Alek Thomas with 2-for-4 day, 2nd inning single to center, Gurriel Jr. to second, and an 8th inning single to left, Herrera to second, and that was it. So that's really it for this ball game. I gotta say, win or lose the next series, this is still an impressive run for the Diamondbacks to beat a 3 seed with over 90 wins in the Brewers and to beat a team in the Dodgers who had won 100 games this year. When you didn't even win 85 games and you barely made it to the playoffs, you were expected to be one of the worst teams in the National League. This is a very impressive season to the Diamondbacks. I'll be honest. No matter who the Diamondbacks play, I don't think they come out on top. I know they were able to take out the Dodgers. I just don't see them matching up well against either the Phillies or the Braves. I can see them putting up a contest, but ultimately, I think, I will say this. I think whoever wins the Braves-Phillies series that we are seeing right now, and that's the only division series left in the MLB, I believe that whoever wins that series will go on to win the whole thing. I mean, not go on to win the whole thing. Will go on to the World Series. Ultimately, I think the Astros win the World Series. I honestly think it's going to be a rematch in the World Series. I think the Phillies are going to win against the Braves, and I think then the Phillies are going to beat the Diamondbacks. And then I got the Astros beating the Rangers. I have a rematch between the Astros and the Phillies. I think the Astros take the Phillies out. But ultimately, I think we see another World Series matchup between the Astros and the Phillies. And that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed their thoughts, and peace out. Go Astros.